Today I want to share a small review about this tool. It's a wood lathe Vevor as the HS001, and then I just want to show you what are what I like and what I don't like really about it. I never own one, I never have one, so I'm not an expert and tell you how this thing runs. One thing, as I open it, I like things easier. It's to me, it seems like it's too much. It's really slow to adjust it, and and a lot of things that I went through that I didn't like. But it's really cool machine. It's really small, really tiny, runs like crazy, and it has speeds. And in here, like it has, doesn't have numbers. I mean, it has like 24, 20, 19, and 12. I don't know what that means, but they're the numbers right there. And the lights, when you turn it on, this thing runs faster and faster as you move. So and it has a switch, on and off switch right here, right there. One of the things that I didn't like is that they only give you this little thing right there. If you already have something in here, you have to use this wrench to this wrench here is to tighten this thing down and loosen it up every time you have to move it, because it's only like inch and a quarter, and when you're trying to, you can't just go back and forth and clean your wood. You have to just manually unscrew, I mean loosen it up and tighten it up back again. The same with this thing. I wish they had a big knob in here where you can just turn it, boom boom boom, like right here, and turn it and on and off and easy. And every time you have to loose this one. When you put one of this here, this thing gets loose and it start flapping, bam 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 bam, and then you have to loose these things up and then tight these things up and then tight these things up again. Well, we'll see this. I'm just saying. Other than that, it's pretty good. When it came with this set right here, all these little carving sets. Um, Came with a disc sander and discs over here. They're all in here, different size. Came with blades. This is a metal cutter and a wood cutter. Heavy duty. It's nice blade. Um, I'll show you as we use it later. It's pretty heavy duty. It looks like it will cut wood pretty good. Looks sharp, the same as metal cutter, so you can cut this. How this one works, it's came with another attachment. If I can, came with this. I don't know what this is. It's really sharp, pointy. It's a lathe. I mean, one of these. We'll use it maybe today if we have time. And so you can use your and work it, and it's the same as this, but stronger. This is nice, but it's really tiny, tiny, because everything is tiny, right? Yeah. So, and came with this, and here's where the discs go right in the center, and then you can cut right there. You install this ones in in this jaw with something similar like this, that it goes in here, and it connects right there, and this one sits on the top like this. Those screws right here, those bolts right there, is where this one will help you to. I just move them all the way back, but this ones you can move them all the way here, and then you can put this one right here, and then you can use that blade. But anyhow, we'll do another video another day. But it's all loaded with all their own stuff. But right away I add this piece of wood so I can get my thing going. Like if you have more than 1 1/4, then you have to move that so you can continue going back and forth. All right, so let's see what we can do. So just to save time, I already pre-drill a hole. And the first time, okay, the first time I used this little thing. Look how little small it is. Okay, this comes with this. Well, this one goes in the wood like this, and then the other side goes in here. And then this thing is so small that when this started spinning and start flapping and almost hit me in the face, came loose. So I decided to upgrade it a little bit. I went to the hardware store and picked up some of this. And the best I like just for this little project at the moment is this one. So I cut it off, same length. I cut it off right here. And so it looked like this, but it's smaller, like right there. So what I do now, I put them in a drill, my drill, and then put them in, drill a hole. I already pre-drill. You can pre-drill a hole, or you can just drill your own hole, and it goes like this. And then it stops right there. Then I take them off the drill, and it looks like this. Okay. And then we're gonna put them right in here. And of course, you have to use 2 hands. Sorry, but I have to cover it with the. All right. And then for this, you have to use a wrench. Oh, here it is in the back, sorry. And then you have to tighten this thing really tight. And then make sure this thing is secure right there. We'll tap them. And then you make sure you tighten this really good. It might be covered. And that's this low part right here. That's for one. That's for another one. And that's a pain right here to be trying to tighten this thing, and forever, it takes forever. And then if it doesn't work, already lose that. Now I gotta tighten those screws and I'll be back. Okay, so now I got everything set, like right there and right here. And if this gets loose, I have to undo those bolts. It'll take forever, and then try to reset this one again, and then try to work it out. Okay, this is a real, I just cut this piece of wood outside from a branch of oak tree. You know, it has still the bark and all the tree right there. And let's see how this thing will do. And for that, I'm gonna use this just to see. And if you know now that what I'm talking about, before I only had this little piece right here to do this. And then if I want to do here, I have to loose the screw that I cannot reach because it's under this. Unless you're doing little things like this, then I think it'll be perfectly, you know. But if you're doing a little bigger than that, then you can't reach that thing. Right there, see? So anyways, why I use this, so I can just go back and forth and do this. So all right, here it goes. But this one is too small. So let's go find a bigger one. Because look, will take forever and ain't nothing. So here goes something that it's more like it. This baby will. See this one? It's already loose. I have to undo the bolts. And look, you can see that it's given. And that's not good. So that's where the knob will be good. And so let me tight those and now I fix it and it's nice and tight. And it doesn't wiggle anymore. All right, let's try it again. It's really fun really to work with this. It has some few details and I just always start with number 1 right there, and then I haven't used number 3 or 2 because I like it to go slow. And with this one you can finish really fast. Look how nice already all the bark is gone except a little bit here. Yeah, so it's really, I like it. And with this board right here, it goes all the way up and you don't have to stop. So that's a plus. And even this one is too big for this machine. I still like it better than the other little ones. And this one is really fun to do it too. Right now even it's small, but it does a really good work in here. I was trying to use this one, but this is for carving mainly. I was using this in here, but it doesn't work. So we need to order more of this and get more later on. First, I'm going to try to do this. Personal, I don't like this one, so let's clean up this. As you can see now from something like this, it's already now something nice and usable. You can use it for whatever you need, anything you need. You can do any shape you want. Now we're gonna do a different shape, but I don't want to make this long video, but you already know what it is. So I'm gonna use this, send it down and make it smooth, nice and smooth. This was a 600 and it looks really good, really nice. So this is, if it was a pine or softwood, it would be done a long time ago, but this is what it does. So I'm gonna do a shape really quick and then I'll show you what. Just using, it's a lot of fun. I think I never owned one of this before. It's a lot of fun. You can do a lot of dust. So I'm gonna make this is oak, so it's really hard wood. I'm gonna make a shape that I'm gonna use. And I'm going to continue and I'll be back. Now that's how my shape looks. I'm going to use them in my next video if it works. If not, we'll just throw them away. Now, it's just a shape that I'm doing it with it, and just having fun learning how to use this, and I think it's a lot of fun. I mean, if you like to do pens like writing pens or some kind of little things, I think it's going to be very useful. I already had a lot of fun with it, just playing around. I had never owned one before, so I can't say that, oh, this, you do this, do this. This is not a tutorial to how to use it or how to this. I'm just saying I don't have much experience with this. I just have knowledge a little bit about it, and this one, it's a little upgrade. I mean, the motor is really cool. It's been running, and it can take this one really well. This one, of course, we needed more smaller ones like this, but right now we only have this one, and this one really works pretty good too. It really digs. And it can do a lot of little, I mean, different tools, different shapes, but I really like this one better. It really works really good, and this little machine can take, I mean, the pain can take the power of this big tool. I mean, it works perfectly fine. As you can see, I can almost stop this. I can stop it if I want it. That's how strong it is. All I can say, this little machine really works. I put them to a test, to a really hard, to a really hard wood, and it's doing well, pretty well. It's hanging pretty well. The engine, the motor engine, it's not a car. The motor is really good, and still holding on pretty good. It's working pretty well. So to me, I just needs a little bit. I need a tweak, and like I said, I never used this before. Maybe if you're using for something like this, making something really small things, and probably it's gonna be okay. And I mean, it's gonna be perfectly fine because it's working with wood, hard wood, really hard wood, and with this, I mean, it's a killing. But look at this, it's a big tool, and it's doing perfectly, and everything feels pretty good. So I'm happy the way this thing is doing, and the only things I don't like is they have to take a long time taking all those bolts to take the parts off. But other than that, it's good. So I can't wait to learn and to use it and see how I need to modify some things and what did I need to do to make it better. One thing that I already make this thing better is and you have to use all the tools. Don't lose them. If you lose your tools, then you can't get nothing else. Like me, I already lost probably one. I found it, and it's right here. And you have to take this one off. I think the next and I didn't mean to make this long video. I just think that it's so one of the big improvements was this thing right here, and to get it out, I put them back in my drill.